Alrighty, good morning everybody. Happy Monday. It is August 14th, 2023. I'm going to do a quick review here of what happened on Friday so that we could get into this morning's pre-market. So let's go scroll on back. And Friday was a very balanced and sideways market. Some of the key things that happened here on Friday, well, first of all, I should mention that we have a lot of things in the cards for a potential bullish rotation higher. And we talked about on the higher time frames here, if we scroll out, we talked about seeing the weekly starting to show a potential bullish signal. Of course, there is room below us. We can pull back all the way to about 44.11 quarter and we'll still have the signal. But they're starting to show. So that's something we want to be aware of. That showed on Friday. So we had a weekly. We have the daily starting to hint at potential bullish signals. And then we had the 4-hour and the hourly agreeing off of the lows going into Friday morning, and I think even on Thursday morning or Thursday afternoon. So a lot of things pointing there for the bulls. And so let's look at what happened here on Friday. Out of the New York Open, probably one of the easiest trades of the day was to buy the pullback into the scaffolding level and take it long to the next scaffolding level up above. So there was about a 32 point pop just after the market opened here. You could have bought that scaffolding level, took on maybe a point of heat there, and rode it all the way up. And then the high, so the low of the day on Friday was our scaffolding level. The high of the day was our scaffolding level, and it was even a beautiful double top and then a rejection from there to push lower. So beautiful opportunity to get long. That was part of what our bias was going to be there on Friday, and even an opportunity to get long on the pullback to the 200. So some great opportunities just after the open there to get long, and then again got the rejection nearly to the tick off of our scaffolding level. Not too surprising. Got the pullback, held around VWAP, and then came down. And like I said, it was a choppy day on Friday. So if you zoom out and look at basically the whole picture, market didn't really go anywhere. It just jumped around. There was a decent opportunity to get short off the back end of the holy orange power level there. It even held on the kind of the march higher here by the bulls. It held, but it pulled back, and then what do you know, held right off the fast moving average. Popped back up. And that was basically Friday. It was just chop, chop, chop all day with some very nice discrete holds off of the levels we watched. We even had some nice parries right off the 200 on the way back up, and some nice holds right around VWAP on multiple occasions there. So somewhat of a messy day, but still nailed the low of the day, nailed the high of the day, and nailed some of the intraday rotations nearly to the tick off our level. So pretty sweet stuff, and that wraps up our review for Friday there. And now we're moving here into the Globex session of this week, coming into the pre-market for Monday. Again, Monday, August 14th. And as you can see, nothing too sexy going on in the overnight session either, outside of the fact that we got a beautiful hold right up off 50% of last week. So if you guys are marking that 50% weekly level, we came up and failed just one tick or two ticks in front of it there in our overnight session, in our Globex session on Sunday. Basically, you know, for me, I was fast asleep there at about 1 a.m. But beautiful hold. And again, we'll zoom out and look at this from a bigger perspective. But it also held the 38 retrace. So this new retracement scheme I will talk about. I don't remember if it was on the charts for Friday, but we'll look at that when we jump to the higher time frame. So we held a confluence there between 50% of last week and 38% retrace of the leg we're going to look at in a couple minutes. So held that and then started pulling back. We did essentially, if we were looking at this from the lens of the VWAP here, we did hold right around VWAP in the overnight session, sell off. And then when we came back up, once it broke through, it pulled back into the tick, held VWAP there for that pop. So there were, you know, a hold below, and then once it popped back through, a hold above. Of course, the pullback right into it here might have looked really nice coming into this pre-market session here. but it just chugged right through. And sometimes that's what happens, right? Nothing works every single time. So that would have been a losing trade there. But let's go ahead and jump up into our higher time frame.